Welcome to the Family Geek Read Podcast, a podcast for geeks from a family of geeks. We talk about comics, video games, and anything else geeky. I'm Danny.
I'm Amber.
And I'm Chris.
And we're talking about Fantastic Four.
Fantastic Four.
I was hoping someone would do it.
That was good. That wasn't even scripted.
No.
It's hard. I just walk around the house doing that now.
It's catchy.
It's hard not to.
Or as the comics call it, the foursome.
Or the FF.
There's a lot of things in the comics back then that we're not allowed to talk about anymore. Woman.
Woman.
Yeah, so we saw the movie.
Yep. Of course. As I've been talking about for the past, month.
But we've also read some of the comics to get some kind of compare and contrast between the two to see where the movie sits compared to the comics. And we knew it wasn't going to be exactly the same, but it's kind of neat to see some of the parallels and some of the differences. So we thought we'd talk about a little bit about that today. But before we do that...
Geeky Weeks.
Who's going to kick off the Geeky Weeks? Danny, why don't you start this time? You had a pretty geeky week.
I did. I'll start out with the movies I watched. I watched Until Dawn. It came out on Netflix.
Okay.
And I never played the game, so I didn't really know what to expect. But as I was watching, I was like, I hope this is not how the game is, because this is creepy.
Yeah, I saw that movie, but I don't think it's... other than the one character, I don't think anything else comes from the game per se.
Yeah. I texted Amber, I was like, is this how the game is?
And then I watched it the next day.
I don't want to play it.
Yeah.
It was entertaining.
Yeah, I thought it was a
I'll
decent
get
movie.
to it. Yeah.
It's like Groundhog Day, but worse.
Worse.
They make
Bad.
a joke about it too. They're like, "Oh, it's like that one movie." They're like, "There's a bunch of movies like that."
Yeah, so that was a fun watch. Then I watched Woman of the Hour.
Oh,
which has
nice.
Anna Kendrick in it.
That's a good one.
It came out in 2023. She's like this aspiring actress who goes on a dating show. Like, she's the girl, and there's three guys behind the curtain. She's asking them questions, but one of them is like a serial killer.
Yeah, that was the dating game. Wasn't that based on a real movie or a real story?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So that was fun. Creepy movies this week. And then I went to Collect-A-Con.
Nice.
Which is like trading cards, some toys, Labubus. But I got some good cards, so I opened some packs as well as buying straight from vendors. I got the 3 evolutions of Sprigatito. Full arts, so I got a little collection of that. But it was a fun event.
Cool. Was it as big as the Comic-Con there? Did they use the same size rooms?
Yeah, the main hall was used, but most of the vendors had like a whole corner because they have so much stuff. So it was like the same amount of space, but less vendors because they took up more space. But it was still a lot of vendors, and like I was there for like 4 hours, and like still like I don't even think I saw everyone.
Wow.
But the population of people there were not as many. Like, I could actually walk around and breathe. But I also went on Sunday, which was the second day, so I'm pretty sure Saturday was a lot busier.
Very cool.
Nice.
Was there breakout rooms like there were at Comic-Cons? Or just mostly vendors?
I think it was just vendors. There was no, like, schedule of anything.
Okay.
So
No cosplay contest.
no, but there were a lot of cosplay, and they had like the celebrities or whatever. They had Christina V, and they also
Whoa!
had the Naruto voice actress.
Oh,
That
the one from Lab Rats?
Yeah, the principal.
Yeah.
That's what she's from. Yeah, she
Yeah.
was there.
That's cool. Wait, why'd I go get Christina V's signature at GalaxyCon? I should have just waited for color.
Yeah, I think her line was a lot shorter.
That's crazy.
There were also a few vendors that had queue lines because they are on TikTok and like they make videos of them at conventions like selling and trading and stuff. So some vendors had lines to their
Oh,
booths.
I see those. It's always like a little kid. It's like, what do you do for this? And they've got like a $50 card or whatever. And like the vendor's trying to be as nice as possible to a kid while still making money.
Yeah, I was next to a kid he was like pretty young, and he was showing his cards to the vendor, and the vendor was like, "Hey bud, like, sorry to tell you, but I think one of these is fake." And he was like, "Oh, okay." And then he just walked
Aw.
away.
Aw,
was like,
that's
oh.
so sad.
But it is what it is.
Yeah, this one's fake. I'll give you $4 for it. And then it's real. I hope there's not people that prey on the uneducated there.
I don't think so. Everyone there is really nice and pretty fair.
That's good.
Nice.
That's it for
There
me.
was also another really big celebrity. I don't know if you noticed. And I'm going to say his name is Timothy Chalamet, even though it's not. But it's the original voice of Mario. I think it's like Martinet. Something Martinet.
Oh, okay.
But yeah, the eats a go.
Nice.
Eats a goat.
Goat.
All right. Anything else?
Nah.
All right, Amber. What's up?
I watched some movies. I watched Until Dawn after Danny
Whoa.
told me that she saw it. Because I was like, oh, I'll just wait for it to go on streaming because I was not expecting it to be good. So I didn't go see it in the theater. And she was like, oh, it's on Netflix. I was like, oh, okay. I guess I'll watch it then. I quite enjoyed it. There were a lot of Easter eggs from the game. And I don't want to give too much away, but there was a little overlap in characters, like you said. But overall, it was like a pretty original story. And I thought it was pretty cool. I liked certain aspects of it. Reminded me of like 80s horror movies a little bit, with just like kind of how absurd it was.
Yeah.
But I think I don't think there's been a good like teenage horror movie kind of like, you know, that kind of trope since like probably the Scream movies. I don't know. I feel like all of the like ensemble horror movies have not been, maybe since Cabin in the Woods. You know?
There you go.
Yeah, that's more recent, and that's pretty good. But that's probably like the last good, well, the last like memorable ensemble movie. And then I also watched Sinners because that's out on streaming also. I was kind of laughing the entire time. But there were a lot of like really cool like visual shots. And I liked the premise, but the soundtrack kind of like besides like the like actual performances, the like background soundtrack kind of sucked. So that kind of like threw me off the whole time. But I enjoyed it. It was cool. It was interesting. Then I played the pre-release for Magic: The Gathering Edge of Eternities, which is their like space set. It's like all like planets and spaceships and weird lizard aliens and weird jellyfish aliens and weird angel aliens.
Nice.
So, and like space robots. Didn't go into it with a lot of preparation and didn't come out of it with a whole lot of knowledge. I just kind of went there, played my cards, did okay, left, opened my packs, did not care for what I opened, and then now I've kind of forgotten about it. I think the only, like, memorable or, like, worth thing about that set is kind of, like, the, like, what they call the shock lands, which is a reprint of particular, like, non-basic lands that are kind of pricey. So it's nice to open a couple of those and not have to, like, you know, buy them if I want to put them in a commander deck. But there's a whole lot of people thinking that they only made this set to, down the line, make a, like a Star Trek or a Star Wars, Universes Beyond set more easy. Like, because now they have, like, spaceships and stuff. So people think that this might be just, like, oh, they might be, like, adding rules and adding card types just to make, like, a money grab thing easier in the future. But also, speaking of Magic, if Lord of the Rings didn't get you into it, and if Fallout didn't get you into it, do you know what's next?
Transformers?
Spider-Man.
Spider-Man, okay.
Yeah. They're doing a whole set of Spider-Man.
Wow.
But there's still, like, rules and stuff, right?
Yeah.
I can't just buy the cards and look at the pretty pictures.
No, you can.
That's what I do with Pokemon.
But to play the game, I have to, like, learn stuff.
Yeah.
I gave up learning, like, 3 decades ago. Turns out that was a lot of work, and living the rest of your life without learning anything, so much easier.
But they have a couple of cool Spider-Gwen cards announced, and then they have, like, a couple, like, MJ cards, and I'm for the listeners that don't know, my cats are Gwen and MJ, named after Gwen and MJ. So, I hope they release, like, a cool MJ card that's, like, not just, like, an uncommon creature. I hope they give her a cool one so that I can, like, I don't know, get cool Magic cards with my cats on it.
Is it going to be comic illustrators doing the cards, or?
I think right now, from what I've seen, they've had, just, like, probably their normal illustrators, like, just people that they find to hire to illustrate. But considering it's, like, you know, IP, they probably have, I don't know, but they also usually do, cool things for, like, the Universes Beyond stuff. Like, the last Final Fantasy one, I think they had, like, a lot of the original artists, or at least, like, their original art for, like, the 90s and before, or whatever. So they'll probably have, like, special, like, full arts or showcases or whatever this is just my assumption, is the way to get people to buy the big bucks.
Like a Todd McFarlane or something?
Yeah, maybe there will be, like, a Todd McFarlane chase or something.
There'll be a the One Ring version of some Todd McFarlane artwork.
Yeah. And then I started playing, I got my Switch set up because I didn't have it docked to the TV since our trip. I started playing Kirby and the Forgotten Land, which I got a while ago when it was on sale. And it's really cute. I get to become a car, or a giant traffic cone, or a giant set of stairs. It's fun.
Is this something Kirby could do in the past, or is this a new skill of his?
I don't think so. I think this is a new skill.
Hmm.
Because I can, like, swallow up the fire guys and shoot fire. But now I can do that, and I can suck up a car and drive around.
Whoa.
It's like, yeah, it's like in the level. Like, I have to, like, use it to, like, break through walls or whatever. But
That's cool.
Yeah.
Gotta love games that give you a new mechanic in order
Yeah.
to solve that level.
I don't know if the other games were like 3D, but this one's 3D.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. I'm trying to remember Kirby's Epic Yarn, because that was the last one I played, and I think that was just 2D.
Probably.
Yeah. It's beautiful.
I bet. Anything else?
Oh. Next week you'll hear me talk about Tales of the Shire, because I will have bought that game. And, and played a lot of it, probably.
What is
That's
that coming on Steam or?
It's going to be on Steam. I think it comes out the day that we release this.
Now, is there high hopes for this because every other game with their IP hasn't done too well?
Well, the when I heard about it at the Game Awards last year, it seemed really hyped up in my viewing party. And then also, it's got, I don't know, it looks really cool because it's a cozy game. You get to be a hobbit, and that's like the premise. You get to decorate a little hobbit hole and like cook your little stews and smoke your little pipe.
Oh.
That's what it says, like, under the, like, I don't know, the parental guidance. It's like, the only thing is like, oh, mentions of tobacco. I'm like, well, of course, you're a hobbit.
Launching of fireworks without adult supervision.
Yeah, right? So, I'm excited for that.
Cool. Can't wait to hear about it.
Yeah.
All right. Let's see. I watched a TV show you told me to watch. What was that called? Sirens?
Sirens?
Yeah. What was it about?
Do you forget?
Yeah, I forgot already.
Oh, it's about two sisters, and they kind of get mixed up in rich people problems.
Still not remembered.
Are you serious? It's the girl from the dragon.
Okay. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah, it was a good show.
Oh my gosh. It's
Memorable.
Supergirl.
Yeah. Yeah, no, that was a good show. Great. I thought the other, both the sisters did great.
Yeah.
And then the lady,
Yeah.
the lady of the house. I don't know if you've seen her in other things, but she plays that same kind of crazy, like, over the top person in everything that she's played.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was
Her
good.
name's not Jennifer Garner, but it's something similar.
Yeah, I forget. I
It's
can't
like
even remember
two
what the show
famous.
was about.
It's like two other famous people's first and last names, but together. That's my first thought when I saw her.
Yeah, I saw that. Watched Fantastic Four, and then I watched it again in IMAX.
How was it
because
in IMAX?
It was in Fantastivision.
Whoa.
It was good. I mean, obviously, screens, bigger and better, but the other big thing was the sound. Sound was quite different. Like you could feel every time the thing walked around and stuff.
Whoa.
Yeah. So that was kind of neat.
Did you see it in 4D? Ha, 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 ha.
They had a 3D version, but I didn't watch it. But forced your mom to go see it, and I think she enjoyed it. So mission accomplished. But other than that, I started playing a game called Trimps.
What?
Yeah, you've probably never heard of it.
Nope.
Your mom last night said, "What are you doing?" I said, "I'm playing a game called Trimps." And she's like, "What?" I said, it would take too long to explain, so don't even worry about it. But it's an idle game.
Okay.
And Trimps are basically, I guess, like your little workers, and you catch them, and then you put them to work, and then you send them to battle. And you got to fight your way through different things, and of course you progress and all kinds of weird stuff. So it's a good time killer.
Okay.
If you see me on Steam playing Trimps, just know that I'm probably not sitting at the computer. It's probably playing itself.
Nice.
But
That's
yeah,
like all your games, though.
Yeah, that's a level of interaction that I can attend to. But let's talk about the Fantastic Four. And we don't want to go into too much spoiler type stuff, even though hopefully most of the listeners have already gone and seen it, because listeners of this podcast hopefully have gone and seen it. But what do we want to do if we don't want to spoil it? We want to talk about the comic.
Yeah, we need to talk about the most important thing that happened in this comic book was on the front page, the title page of issue 3 that we read. Johnny's first day of college!
Yeah. So the comics we read were Fantastic Four 48, 49, and 50. And 48 is, I guess those three are considered the Galactus story. 48 is the first appearance of both Galactus and Silver Surfer. And spoiler alert, like, the Punisher is also first seen in this.
Yeah, right?
Yeah.
A much different Punisher than what everybody must be thinking of.
Yeah.
But yeah, this is the coming of Galactus. And like I said, it's a much different story, but some of the undertones are very similar, wouldn't you say?
Yeah, I think so.
The overall premise of Galactus having a never-ending hunger, an unsatiable hunger, that's obviously the same. That's what drives him. The Silver Surfer being the herald and going out and selecting these planets for Galactus to eat, that's obviously the same. And then what eventually saves the day is done much differently, but also kind of the same between the comic and the movie.
Yeah, there's like one aspect of it is similar, but then we have a character in this trilogy that is not even in the movie, and that's the Watcher.
The Watcher, yeah.
Yeah.
Who I think we've seen glimpses of and like Easter eggs of in the MCU, but he doesn't really play a part. That's his thing. He's watching, but he hangs out with the Fantastic Four from time to time, apparently.
For someone who's only supposed to observe and never interact or never assist, I guess. He
Yeah.
sure did a lot of, like, hey, buddy, why don't you go over here and do this? Like,
Yeah,
that's the
like,
only way
hey,
you're going
I'm
to save
gonna-
the day.
I'm gonna send you through space and time. Don't worry about it.
Yeah.
Only you can do it. I said I can't, but I'll let you do it. Wink, wink, nudge, nudge.
I mean, he starts off by cloaking the Earth under fire and cloudy rock things so that Galactus can't find Earth. Like, that's already overstepping your bounds there, Watcher. Your new name is Doer.
Yeah, right? And then, like, Galactus comes down and starts talking to the Watcher, and the Watcher's like, they're just, like, talking like they're two buddies from, like, high school. Like, hey, how many planets have you eaten? Oh, nice. What about this one? You shouldn't eat this one. They've got people here. It's like, these people? These are nothing.
Right. It's too late. I'm already here. I've got my bib on. I'm ready to eat.
Right.
Now, as we're going through this comic, obviously Silver Surfer shows up, and then Galactus shows up. There is one page towards the end of the first issue that we read that almost looks photorealistic,
Yeah.
Yeah.
much different than all of the rest of the artwork. And this is Kirby artwork, so it's all great, of course. But this, if you look at that picture, I don't know if that's supposed to be his spaceship with the big round thing on the front. Because when I read this through before we went to the movies, and I thought this was just like a Art Deco, like this. This looks like the scene or some kind of mural that would be at Epcot in the 80s. And there's a mural, or there was a mural at Epcot in the 80s that looked exactly like this. And I'm not sure if that's supposed to be his spaceship, per se, but the big round thing on the front, all of a sudden I was like, oh, if that's where they got the idea for the movie version of his spaceship, then that is brilliant. Like, that is really good. Now, obviously, the movie one looks much different. and the overall scale of everything in the movie is much different. Like, Galactus standing on the top of the Baxter Building in this comic book is
Yeah.
not any bigger than, like, Giant Man from the Avengers. Like, they could have just called up Hank Pym and been
Right.
like, hey, can you get this guy off my roof, please? Now, of course, he's got the power cosmic,
That's
so
true.
I don't think he could have done a whole lot. Yeah, but that's a really neat panel on that on the comic. Just before the big reveal of Galactus in his green and red outfit with the big
He's
G.
Christmassy.
Yeah. Which he only stays this color for one issue or one.
For like
Basically
one
one panel.
panel. Yeah.
Then he gets booty shorts.
Yeah, his
He starts looking like Hercules.
yeah, he changes a lot, which is good because he changes to kind of more what we expect him to look like.
Yeah. But I don't know if I was expecting skin tone.
Oh,
I don't know if I've ever seen him with skin tone.
True.
yeah, that's weird.
He's-
Now,
He's showing some skin.
Scandalous.
now this is his big reveal in the comics. So speaks Galactus. His big reveal in the movie. What'd you think about that? When the four of them got to his little place, and he presents himself
Yeah.
out of the shadows.
He was a lot more mechanical looking than I thought, than I was expecting, I think.
Yeah. It gave like Wizard of Oz vibes. Like
Yeah.
they walk into the
The Emerald Castle.
yeah, they walk into the Emerald Castle and they got big old
Emerald City.
Galactus stare at him, but Galactus is actually strong.
Yeah. He his eyes just opened up and glowed in the
Yeah.
complete darkness, and that's when you get the first sense of scale in the movie. And yeah, that was pretty incredible.
I was probably better in IMAX.
It was good the first time I saw it, which was an IMAX, so it was a
Okay.
noteworthy reveal.
Well, we got his scale at the end credit scene of Thunderbolts when his foot stepped on. Was that
What?
Thunderbolts. Was it Thunderbolts? Wait. Was that the movie?
Was what the movie?
Thunderbolts.
That was a movie.
The new Avengers at the end credit scene was Galactus.
What?
Was it not?
No, I don't think so.
Was
We
this-
saw the Fantastic Four ship at the end of Thunderbolts.
Then a different Marvel movie had the end credit scene as Galactus.
Mm.
Oh, maybe
Sure.
I'm making that up. Carry
We'll
on.
see.
Cut it out. Maybe I'm
That
thinking
might
of
have
the
been in
trailer.
the trailers
I'm thinking of the trailer.
when he
Oh,
like
yeah.
steps in the city.
When you see his shadow over the city, and then you see his foot walking through the city.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm wrong.
That's all right.
Galactus has been one of my favorite Marvel villains for a very long time. I don't even remember why. Maybe because of Fantastic Four. I'm not sure. Because they tease him in the original first two movies because Silver Surfer comes and then they kind of defeat Silver Surfer and then he's like, well, Galactus is coming, and then they never made a movie. Right? So I think ever since then I've been like interested in Galactus, and I think he's a cool big bad. And then in both the movie and the comic book, he seems to be less of an issue than initially thought.
Yeah.
He certainly has. I like the phrase in the movie. It was Sue Storm that said, or someone was saying, "What does this all mean?" And she said, "It means he can do exactly what they said he could do." And that's paraphrasing a little bit, but there was some skepticism of if he's really as bad as he is made out to be. Like, is he this powerful? Mm-hmm. And when they came back, she's like, yeah, he can do what has been threatened. Or that's when they saw the results of one of his other feedings.
Oh,
Right.
right.
But while on the subject of Sue Storm,
Mother.
much different portrayal in the comic book of the 60s,
Yeah.
where she's
Of
just
course.
woman. Why are you taking
Woman.
up my time?
Not a girl boss.
Can't you see I'm busy here? Can't you see the boys are busy? Go make me a sandwich. And then compare and contrast that to this movie where she is absolutely the center point of the movie.
Yes, and deservingly so, because she was a phenomenal actress, and I think they did really great writing for her story.
Yeah.
She had a really awesome moments there at the end in the climax.
Oh,
I-
yeah.
I think
That part.
one thing that's similar in both is that, like, there's the common theme of, like, oh, like, yeah, you're a superhero, but, like, you're also my husband.
Right.
And like, Reed Richards is very much like, I gotta save everyone, I gotta keep working, but then Sue's like, yeah, well, you also have a wife and future kids, so, time to be dad, too.
Right. It's interesting because she's like that in Marvel Rivals too. Like, girl just wants to have, like, in this comic book, she just wants it to be taken out to dinner. Like, the world's about to end. She just wants to go to dinner with her husband. And it's so funny in Marvel Rivals. I think she has, like, a voice line that's like, Reed, is this your idea of a date night? And he's like, oh yeah, saving the world. What could be better? And she's like, anything else. So that dynamic, I think the movie captured very well. Whereas I think previously Marvel has maybe been afraid to have their heroes, well, maybe not like all of their heroes, but some of their heroes they've been afraid to give like negative attributes to.
Mm-hmm.
And I think that's one thing that the movie captures from the comics is Reed's, reliance on logic and science and his will to problem solve over loving, I think. Or maybe not over loving, but his love language is problem solving. It's probably a better way to put it.
Mm-hmm.
And the old saying of your greatest strength is also your greatest weakness, and vice versa.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
In this case, I love the scene where he and Sue are having kind of a heart-to-heart, and there's some problem to solve, and he's going through all the options. Of course, he's got to weigh out all the options, and she knows that he's weighing out all the options, good and bad, and he says,
Yeah.
I've got to think these horrible things to come up with the right idea to avoid those horrible things.
Mm-hmm.
And she's still not satisfied with that, and he's basically just telling her, this is who I am, and she says, sometimes who you are is what I don't like, or something. I forget the
Yeah.
exact
Hurts
line,
me.
but yeah, it hurts me. That's right. Which is just very human. Like,
Yeah.
husband and wife, one of them's got a flaw. Well, they probably both got flaws, but one of them's got a flaw, is fessing up to it, and she's like, "That it's good that you're owning it, but it is still a flaw." And
Yeah.
it's just very, very human in a story of superhumans.
Yeah. And it doesn't help that, like, they, like, in their universe, they're the only people with powers that they know
Right.
of. Like, the pressure of the whole world is like, you have answers? Like, what are you doing? They're like, can you, like, give us, like, a second? I mean, I know the world is about to end, but, like, we can't do it all in 2 hours.
Well, apparently everybody else with powers is a villain,
Yeah.
like John Malkovich, who was credited in the end credits, but his scene was cut.
Yeah, the, like, ape man guy.
Yeah, I didn't even know about that.
Interesting.
We were watching the movie, and as the end credits are going, your mom's like, "What was John Malkovich in this movie?" And I was like, He wasn't." And then I watched one of those 100 Easter egg videos.
Yeah.
And then
He's
it
in
showed
like some deleted scene or something.
it showed yeah, he was in one of the like the not trailers, but one of the what do they call those teasers. He was
Okay.
in one of the teasers as the
Interesting.
red wizard or whatever his person was.
I really loved the monologue that Sue had about family when she was trying to calm the world. Like, she knows that everyone is looking up to them, and she reminded everyone that, you know, the whole earth is a family.
Right.
And then they're going to protect them. But also she has a family, and she's going to protect her family.
Right.
I thought that was really cool.
Other great lines, and sometimes the lines only have to be 3 words long to be a great line, and that's
I am
It's
When-
Groot.
clobbering time.
it's collaborating time. No, that's an all-timer, but Reed Richards walking away from a press conference simply saying, "I don't know."
Yeah.
That was pretty.
And I think that was in
pretty
the
powerful.
trailer too, and that was a really huge moment.
And everybody's like, "What do you mean? I don't know."
Yeah. Well, there's half the team we haven't talked about yet.
Who's the other half? Johnny Storm
We got Johnny Storm. We got the Thing.
and the Thing. Yeah, the Thing, probably the best. Now I love Michael Chiklis and his portrayal of the Thing.
Is that the original guy?
That's from the 90s
Yeah. The 2000s?
or 2000s. Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
But I think that this is the most true to Kirby portrayal of the Thing. Like, they got the eyebrow right, they got the tiny eyes right. I thought that was great.
What about the beard?
Not sure. I'm trying to think. I'd love to hear the story behind the beard. Like, and I hope the first thing that comes to my head, and I hope this is the true meaning of it, is some dude was just playing around with the 3D software.
That's
He's
what I
like,
was about
check
to
this
say.
out. And
Art team had some fun.
yeah, and some 27-year-old, producer said, "Keep it." That's cool. Yeah, I'm not sure about that. I think that upset some people, but
Well, think
it's
Think
just
of-
fun.
all the extra Funko Pops you can make. The Thing with a beard. The Thing without a beard.
Yeah.
Apparently it references the comics.
Ah.
Okay.
I didn't know you had to shave your rock face, but I guess he grows rocks on his face.
From quickly scanning this article, I guess before the Secret Wars or Secret Invasion, one of the two, somebody went to the future and the Thing was the only one around, and I guess Old Man Thing had a beard.
Spoiler alert.
Yeah,
he has
right.
a beard.
Let's talk about the last member.
Johnny
Johnny.
Human
Storm.
Torch, Johnny Storm.
Best one-liners in the movie.
That was pretty good, yeah.
Yeah.
I was a little worried when we heard, commentary about the movie before it released, and they were like talking about some of the directions they had chosen, and they said he wasn't going to be a womanizer. And I was like, well, what is Johnny Storm if not womanizer?
College football star.
Right. But I like the changes that they made. I don't think he was like entirely, not a womanizer. Like, he definitely had that aspect of his character to him. But they also like gave him his own moment of like, there's a reason why this guy went to space. Like, he's not an idiot. He's not just like Sue's brother. Like, dude's kind of smart.
Right.
And I like that they gave him a little bit of that in the movie.
Yeah, despite the fact that he's just seemingly walking around with a box of cereal at all times trying to get the toys out.
Right.
I think that's the only reason he's eating so much cereal is because he wants the toys. But meanwhile, and they did set it up where Reed said, I brought the smartest minds in the world. They just happen to be my best friend, my wife, and my brother-in-law. So obviously he must respect his intelligence a little bit, enough to bring him up into space.
But not enough to let him in the lab, really.
Yeah. I got things going on here.
Yeah.
Got problems to solve.
And there's one more member we haven't talked about yet.
Oh, your favorite.
Huh? The
Herbie.
baby?
Herbie.
Oh.
The baby wasn't real. The baby was all CGI. It had to be. It was too cute.
Renesmee.
There's no such thing as a baby that cute, so it had to be CGI.
It looked better than the CGI baby in Squid Game, that's for sure.
I don't know if is that
my
a huge huge bar to go over, or
No, oh my god, though. That baby in Squid Game Season 3 was awful.
I didn't know the baby in the Fantastic Four was CGI.
I think for the most part it was.
I think,
Well,
yeah.
they had the thing holding it a lot.
Well, I know that. I mean, like, you can tell when, like, they pick it up and it's, like, kind of warping. That
well,
happened.
it is related to Reed.
Happened in another Marvel movie, I forget. But
Yeah, but back to Herbie before we derailed into the CGI baby theory. Herbie was great. I like that his
Yeah.
eyes were functional.
His little tapes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And there was one line that he said that I swear was a curse word.
I thought so too,
I think
but
there was a
apparently it's
WTF
not.
in there.
There was like there's like two, it's like a Yanny Laurel situation. It's like if you start hearing the curse word, you can hear the curse word. If you start hearing what the actual line is probably intended as, you start hearing it as that. I forget what it was though.
I heard the TF part of WTF. That's what I heard. But it was very well masked. So
Yeah.
I hope it is really what he said.
But hey, it was like a PG-13 movie, right? They're allowed one F-bomb.
Yeah, I mean the
Give it to a
Right.
robot.
Fantastic Four was cursing.
give it to the baby.
I guess we've just decided that we're letting everyone know there's a baby in this movie.
Well, the trailer is her pregnant, so.
Oh,
Yeah.
never mind then. I thought they were still hiding that from us.
I think that was pretty well understood in the trailer.
Yeah. Let me say one thing though. Here's the thing. No. The second post-credit scene, not worth staying in the theater for.
I forget
Go
what it
watch it on
was.
YouTube. Go watch it
Oh,
on YouTube.
yeah. I always say, well, I was after the first one went on, I looked up, was there a second one? The second one is always, the first one is always something, like teasing something new, or then the second one is always something stupid.
But sometimes it's like a fun stupid. Like the Captain America at the end of Spider-Man, like that like little, health class
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
that video.
Mm-hmm.
That one was funny. That one was cool. This one, I see what they were going for. I appreciate it. I just don't think it was worth it. Watch it on YouTube.
I think they're just finding some place to put that.
Yeah.
I was about to
Like-
say, they had to animate it and put it in on the background of a bunch of scenes. They're like, might as well show it off.
Right. It is worth watching just for
Yeah.
seeing them run like Scooby-Doo people.
Mm-hmm.
That was classic animation.
I just imagined the art director. They're like, all right, I know CGI and all that's a lot easier, but I want you to do some good old-fashioned traditional 2D animation. They're all like, no.
They probably just asked AI to do it for them. But anything else about the comic that you want to bring up?
There's a little love moment between Alicia and
Silver
Silver
Surfer.
Surfer.
Yeah,
Makes him change his mind.
I need to read the next issue so that, for one, I know that Alicia made it safely down the stairs, and for two, they both think that the other ignored them. I need to know that they fixed their relationship back.
All right. Well, if there's not anything else, I guess we'll wrap up this episode. Because we'd love to talk more and more about the movie, but we just don't want to spoil anything for anybody that hasn't seen it yet, because it is definitely one you want to go see in the theater.
Agree. And if you don't know anything about the MCU or Marvel or anything, it's not a bad place to start. It's a really good standalone superhero movie.
Yeah. So it's in a completely different universe. And
yeah. With a lot of beautiful visuals of, retro futurism.
Yeah, the styling was great. They one of the little behind the scenes things I saw talked about how long they took to pick the shades of blue.
Wow.
Whoa.
Like how much studying, and then actually going out into the desert to find the perfect rock, to find the perfect shade for the thing.
Wow. And then they just said, "Oh, Galactus, I know you're like hot pink in the comics. You can just be a dark purple and that's fine." What?
Well,
Come on.
imagine they walk up to him and he comes out of the shadows and he's bright pink.
I would have
Is it?
loved it.
Hey,
I would have fit
guys.
the movie.
He just hasn't been eating enough shrimp planets.
Yeah.
All right. Well, like we said, go out and see the movie if you haven't. And once you've seen it, send us an email. Hit us on our socials. Let us know what you thought about it. Let us know what your favorite scene was. Let us know what your favorite line or person was. And, yeah, good movie.
Good movie.
Yeah.
All right. So that's going to wrap it up for this episode. Thank you so much for listening. Go ahead and check out the socials. Check out the YouTube channel. See what's going on there. Stay tuned for next week when we come back with something else that we haven't planned yet.
You.
But until next time. Peace out
and
geek
geek
out.
out.
Thank you for listening to the Family Geekery podcast. For more information, visit www.familygeekery.com. Don't forget to subscribe at your favorite podcast provider. And until next time, peace out and geek out.